So I want to have a little talk. Uh, Not about the grays, and for God's sake, not about the insectoid aliens like the praying mantis types. I want to talk about this. I want to talk about my channel. And I think we'll call this video Bozo Channel Metrics. I wanted to show some metrics for a crap level, street level, you know what I mean, from the streets an hour north of Detroit, ham radio stuff, and a little other electronics related stuff like restorations, which are disastrous in their underwhelming enthusiasm. But that's because hams it's a different crew, man. What I wanted to do was show how much fun I've had with this posting to YouTube. My silly ass little ham radio videos, some really cool antenna experimentation, and I've been all over the place, man. You know, I really have been all over the place here. And when I scroll back, it's just shocking to me how many videos I've posted. And it all began with the Michigan cacti, didn't it, Lizzie Fan? It began with that because the darn thing worked so crazy good. I wanted to share it. You know, that was the first 3 videos. I just wanted to share my Michigan cacti. I figured nobody's gonna watch them. I don't have any subscribers. Maybe I can con my children into watching them, or my sister, and they never have. None of them have ever watched a single. Well, Nancy, my sister's watched a couple of my videos because I shoved them in her face on my phone, on my pocket typewriter. And then I walked by my J38 key, gave it a few taps, and it sent Morse code without being connected. And I had to show that. And you know, right around in this time frame right here is when I fell out of the loft on my little barn, from the from the hayloft, destroying my left leg. And boy, I watched these videos here, this SG8 series. Ooh, I was cranky. I was in a bad mood. But that's what happens when they don't give you anything for pain. Anyway, so it is what it is, and that's where it started, you know, and it just never stopped. And I don't know how long I'm going to keep up with this. Who knows? You know, like any channel, like any I don't know what to call it. I've got a Bozo level channel personally. Yeah, I clown around. But I wanted to show some metrics though, and for very good reason. I want to scroll through my subscriber list, my subscriptions. You want to see what my subscriptions are? There they are. There's some of them. Let's here we go. Somewhere in I'll leave that list up. Now I'm gonna break one of my cardinal rules and mention several channels that are astounding. If you're into vintage television repair, Bob Anderson is one of the foremost expert in my opinion. I'm only going to mention a few channels here. Bob, absolutely wonderful. Yeah, some of these aren't exactly friendly. Couple of them I've had a few minor skirmishes with, and that's another reason why I want to do this video. Radio, TV, Phono Nut, class act. You've got to check his work out. Absolute wonderful. If you're into 4:3 aspect ratio, standard definition. He's he's amazing. He's an amazing man. Shango 066, street level resurrection videos. You name the device, TV, radio, phono. I've watched him do resurrections literally on the curbside in front of someone's trash pile, and he digs TV out of the mines in the desert that are filled with mud and gets them working. And sometimes he doesn't bother to remove the dead rodents either. So it's not ham radio though, man. Check it out. Check out Shango 066, or Shango as I would pronounce him here in the Midwest. I'm only going to mention a couple, even the great ones. I'm not going to mention them. And boy is it tempting. There's a couple of them here, and I'm not going to say who. Okay, the ones with blue dots, you know how it works, right? Now we're going to scroll down a little farther, because I had a little run-in the other day. And we'll talk more about that in a minute. Do I see on it Glasslinger, genius, the most brilliant man on YouTube. A little unconventional, let's just leave it at that. Please watch him work, or should we call her, you'll see. And let's see, I don't really want to. One other, if you're into Heathkits or Heathkit restorations, this is your man. Jeff Tranter, absolute class act. It's not an act. He's an enthusiast and a hobbyist. His videos are well researched, well put together, well thought out, pleasant videos. And if you want to know the history of a piece of Heathkit equipment, watch his. He'll teach you all about it, and he'll demonstrate it. Amazing. And so I think I'm going to park myself here at this list. I'll mention one other. Gabriella 9797, a stunningly, shockingly talented young woman who's a fingerstyle guitarist. If you don't know what fingerstyle guitar is, it's where you play all the parts of the song, vocals, you know, a bit of percussion, the rhythm. Listen. Look at her go, man. That's fluid playing, man. Gabriella 9797, brilliant. She's I think her father is South American Latino, and her mother is Swedish or Finnish, I think. So interesting mix. Her dad is a professional guitarist, and she's a virtuoso. That was her at the age of 18, by the way. She's that was probably 4 or 5 years old. I don't know. Anyway, back to my my thing. I want to look at the, let's look at some metrics. Because, you know, man, it's interesting. My videos have been all over the place. Okay? Let's look at the analytics. I find this fascinating. Now, my videos are crap. They're crap. I have no equipment. I have a beat up smartphone, and I'll show you my microphone in a minute, and you'll know why I sound like I do. But I find this screen fascinating. Fascinating. Because my videos have been all over the place, right? And so this shows how many views in the last 48 hours. This shows the last hour, okay? And as do these two columns here. And so what's interesting is to look not so much at what's being viewed the last 60 minutes, although, that's interesting too. But with only the subscriber level that I have, this column, you're not going to have lots of hits here, unless you've just posted something, typically. But over the last 48 hours, even with a Bozo channel like mine, it's interesting, man. This is my most recent one, right? 58 views since I posted it yesterday. Which is, it is what it is, right? But this one here, add a scab radiator, right? That was a few days ago, and it's still generating lots of hits for my subscription level, This one, and I do different videos for different reasons, right? This net drives me nuts, drives me up the wall, man, and I don't like it. This I thought maybe somebody could find useful as a vertical that they want to try a new band on, Great way to do it, man. Cost you nothing, take you minutes. And this was from the heart, man. It really is, man. It's astounding to me. Astounding what 5 watts will do. This one I thought maybe somebody could get some use out of. And this was back when I was doing my concept antennas, my ultra-low end-fed concept antennas. They're still being seen. They're still being seen, And if I go down the list, now I'm starting to find some pretty oldies. December 3rd, it got 9 views in the last 2 days. There's interest in it. And you can tell when your videos are all over the place like mine, but they include some instructional videos, like my ununwinding ones and that type of thing. You can tell when somehow, some way, your videos resurfaced. They got mentioned somewhere, somehow, or the magical algorithm somehow coughed them up. Which in the beginning you'll get no recommendations based on the algorithm. So be prepared if you do this, and I want you to, man. That's why I'm doing this right now. I want you to post your stuff. Look at me, man. I'm a clown. I'm a ham radio bozo, man, and I've had a hell of a lot of fun doing this. And I've shared some useful stuff. If I think something's useful, I'll share it. You know what? Right there, man. From the heart. Right there was from the heart. I felt like crying. And at one point in that video, my voice breaks. I don't know. Man, I do again. I'm passionate about Morse code. Yeah. I am getting kind of emotional, man. That came from my heart. And you can tell. It's still got 8 views in the last 2 days, Dang, that video got a bunch. And that goes to show you, if you feel passionate about something, record it with your smartphone and post it, man. When they were running FT8 on the QRP watering hole frequency, that I felt like sitting down and crying. I felt like it was the end of my hobby, and I'm a baby boomer, okay? But that's what's fun about these videos. There's a couple in my subscription list that are younger hams, and I love their work. And, I love the different perspectives, that of the younger ham and that of the aging ham, such as myself, But you can always tell. And I try to do silly stuff like my death of a contest. These videos, making a good video isn't easy. That's why I don't try. I've tried a couple times. It is not easy to do. It is not, but it's always fun to do. And even my worst, some of the stuff I've done that I felt was like a colossal failure were well received, Here's a QRP story. That's a story from my life. It's the most amazing ham radio thing that ever happened to me. And I wanted to share it with you. You know, I want to hear your stories. It's so easy to do. It's so easy to do. There's so many things I wanted to mention here that I'm forgetting. You feel passionate about something, you think something sucks, explain why. I want to hear why, and others will too, you know. I resurrected a concept from, you know, a century ago, and was shocked at how wonderful it is given the popularity of NFEDs today. And so I wanted to share everything I've done with multi-tap unions. Oh, what else do I want to say? Okay, but be prepared. Be prepared, because I want to, somebody in this list, somebody, am I going too far, Greg? What do you think, Greg? Hey, you know why I'm saying Greg? There is a YouTube channel that was my #1 favorite channel with a subscriber level in the tens of thousands, I think. And one of the big reasons he gave up was in disgust, apparently, I believe, because of rejection. Basically what amounts to rejection, you know, by the ham YouTubers, the self-described arrogant YouTubers of ham radio, hams of YouTube or whatever. Speaking of, Quartz Fest is coming up and I'm going to be there. And those guys and we've got a difference of opinion about QRP. I want to put on a symposium of my own at Quartz Fest, minus the ego and the arrogance, and stuffed with info and fun and partying. We'll get stoned and learn. But let me see. Yeah, okay. A short while ago, a channel I subscribe to posted a video calling for hams to post to YouTube. A call to arms for new content creators. And I just simply pointed out that, you know what, you can you do that. I agree, there is a need for that, but basically the gist of the conversation in the comment section was as follows. I suggested that along the way you're not going to be accepted and you may be attacked, and if you try to post comments you may be roundly rejected and or attacked, and I was by a ham that isn't in that subscription list anymore. A ham in Michigan, I'll even say that, right Greg? Right Greg? And he attacked me in his comments, and when I tried to defend myself he truncated my comments or deleted them. And yeah, I call that fascism. I'm a big believer in my in the Bill of Rights, right? You know, and I'm not going to have any part of that. And the reason why that happened, I'll be honest with you. The reason why that happened was, you know what, guys? When you start posting videos and you start coming up with a whole, it doesn't matter. When you start posting videos, I posted the Michigan cacti video, right? Let's invert the date. I want to see how many views he's got. Only 1,000. I posted that Michigan cacti video and I was proud of it. It sucked. The video sucked, but that's a feature, not a failure. It's not a fault, it's a feature. They're crap level videos I do. The worse they are, the better they are. I set the bar low and I can't fail to stumble over it. So what you'll do, and I guarantee you'll do this, so you've got no subscribers, you've got one yourself, you post a video and you're proud of it, man. That antenna kicks ass. So what do? You drop mentions. It's what I did. I couldn't stop myself, and that's why that guy got pissed off at me, man. But damn, he what? Every time you comment in my channel, you tear my videos. No, what he failed to see were my praises at the end of every comment. I'd always end my comment by praising his video, or his work, or his enthusiasm for the hobby. You know. I just wanted to do one thing and one thing only. Slip in these two words. Michigan cacti. Slip them in, man. Maybe an ear or two will perk up and people will be like, yeah, and they'll search on that in YouTube. Because their algorithm isn't going to spread your word. You know? Boy, you want your videos to be seen, you got to get them out there somehow, man. And you got to mention them. You do it in a tasteful way, a non-offensive way. Don't post links. Don't post. A few times I'd post an entire video title. If you're interested in this type of thing, check out a video. Check out a video I did called. And if the owner of the channel wants to remove that, that's fine. I wouldn't be offended by that. But I'd try not to do that. I'd slip in a mention here and there, and you know, and I let it grow organically that way, with a couple exceptions, and that dude's being the one. You know, yeah. If your Michigan cacti is so great, why do you only have 30 views? You know what, man? Ouch. First off, that's out. Ouch, right? And so anyway, the most recent incident, a little of the same thing. I posted a comment warning people that you won't be received if you don't toe the line, if you don't toe the company line. They're not going to mention you. If you're freeform like I am, they're not going to mention you. And that's fine. I don't want anyone to well, I do want them to, but they never have, and they never will, because I'm freeform. I'm street level ham radio, because I'm not beholden to anybody, and I'm sure as hell not beholden to anybody I've done a review for. Right, Greg? I'll leave you alone, Greg. But you've helped me along in this thing, man. You have, Greg. You've helped me understand what to expect, and now that I know this, it's fun. For now, it's fun, and but please, people, record your stuff, man, and post it. You know, you'll have a lot of fun, man. And what was I going to say about this last little thing? He also got kind of mean. When I posted that comment, it wasn't well received. I'll leave it at that. It wasn't well received. And you know, I did a little thinking, in his negativity toward me, a little bozo nobody that has 200 and I don't know how many subs I have, man. 209. It goes up and down. 211, right? It's shocking, man. God, that's 210 more than I deserve, because I do deserve myself. You know, I really do, man. God, I'm choked up. So yeah, and he got a little mean too, you know what I mean, and mentioned, well, maybe you'd get more subscribers if you blah blah blah. Yeah, maybe I'd get more subscribers if you'd say, hey man, you know, if you want to see some fun little antenna experiments, check out N8NK's channel. Boom. That's all you gotta say, man. I'm no threat to anybody. I don't do reviews. I'm not monetized, this channel. So and so that's why I'm posting this. A little fun, a little peek at Bozo channel metrics, and an encouragement for other folks. Hey, you want to see something interesting? Let's go back. I know what I'd like to show you. You want to see something crazy? You cannot predict which videos, how they'll be received. If you go to your video list like this and you hover over any one of them, you can see the metrics, the analytics for that particular channel. Okay, this is my most recent. Danny can hear better than the WSPR. Is that video being well received? Well, yeah, a little better than my channel average, isn't it? A little better. So there you go. It is what it is. This one, I felt passionate about this. QRP is perfect for life. It's been perfect for my life, my whole life, man. Was that well received? Oh my, yeah. Looky that. People like that story. Let's look at the metrics for a QRP story. I thought that one would explode. For me, explode means, get 300 or 400 views in a week or two. I thought this would be the one, man. I thought that would be the one. Was it? Look at the initial response. Explosive for my channel. And then it was well received, very much so. And in the beginning, it has this. I've never seen that kind of view growth initial. So that can be, tell your story. Look at that, man. People liked it. All 200 of my subs liked it, man. And you know what? Your videos will get a heck of a lot more views than the amount of subscribers you have. Because that's just, people that like you crap enough to sub to your channel, man. I thought, I knew what to expect here. Well, the length, it's 18 minutes long of electronic misery, right? You think a how-to, like my restoration series, that I want to show off my whole Heathkit vintage line, right? Restoring it. You think that'll be well received? Let's look and see. As my sister would say, wah wah, complete flop. Complete and utter flop. But that's cool. I'm still going to do them. You know why? Because the people watching these aren't necessarily the hams, and the people watching these are probably not watching the other crap I do, right? And besides, I'm doing it for me, man, just for a diversion and distraction in life as I figure out my way through the glorious entity of retirement. My maritime mobile. And okay, that brings up another try to get creative and you make a good thumbnail. It does help. I truly believe it. I truly believe it. You have to jump through a hoop to be able to post your own thumbnail. But look at that. Look at the thumb, man. And I've been trying to find a suitable, reasonably priced rowboat or canoe, flat transom canoe, or kayak ever since I posted that, man, and they're hard to find right now. Anyway, Bozo channel metrics and analytics, and my own personal call for you guys to start posting some of your stuff. Please do. All I got to say is, if I can find it, you don't have the equipment, you got a smartphone, oh no, well, I don't know how to rotate it. There you go. Welcome to my microphone. Vintage 1980 IBM Model M, probably PC. The alligator clip is not a roach clip. It's behind my neck right now, cinching said mic element up to my throat. You can do it, man. You can do it. You can post a video. You can do it. I want to see your stuff. Let it grow organically, a tasteful mention here and there. Nobody's going to mention your stuff if you don't toe the line, probably. If you're freeform like me and you want to speak from the heart, or from, you know what I mean, drop the occasional F-bomb or S-bomb, that's me, man. Thanks for watching. I hope you're well. 73.